Room 646. My name's Dawson McManus. We're in the studio today with Bob Barrow.
Well, you have no proof of that. Fuck you, I'm leaving.
Well, there is audio and video, so...
Damn it!
I believe this is what might be called entrapment.
I knew it would happen eventually.
Yeah.
It's been a long 23-year ploy to get me on film.
I don't know.
Shit.
Huh. That sunk really fast.
Yeah. The bit started well.
Yeah.
And then just...
There was nowhere to go.
No.
Unfortunately.
No, just a sinker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody lays an egg every once in a while.
Well, this is fun to be here, dude, because I just today, or last night, was cutting the episode of my show that you were on.
Right.
So I spent like all last night listening to your like strangely mellow voice on the microphone.
Dude, I was so sick.
Okay, because I always sound like kind of a boisterous knob.
Yeah.
Like, especially when we get going.
Yeah.
But I'm listening to you, and the whole time you're like, ooh, leave those sexy snakes alone. I guess I should probably let you do your intro and everything, right?
Thanks to Pet Rock for putting this out.
Sorry in advance.
Yeah, this one's going to be messy. Normally the show is not quite so bombastic, but this one is going to be a doozy. So if you want to hear absolute silliness, buckle up and stick around.
Stay tuned.
Because there's more to come. Bob, you do a podcast of your own.
Yes, I do. I have a show called the Steal My Name Podcast, which you can find on iTunes, Spotify, and SoundCloud at the Steal My Name Podcast. Do you want me to do the run?
Do
the whole thing?
Yeah.
So I've been podcasting for a long time. I've done 3 different shows. Dawson guested with me on my first show that I did. It was called A Frame Apart, that I did on the Modern Superior Podcast Network, which I think is still around.
Cool.
It's all film stuff. That's, Dawson's a musician in this package deal. I'm the film guy. So I did that. We did 100 plus episodes of that. And then I moved back to Peterborough, and I did one with my sister for a little while that I think for her kind of ran its course.
Sure.
We had fun for a bit. And then I started my own under my own banner name. So Steal My Name Productions has been my jam since we did Behind My Eyes.
Yes.
So, which was a minute ago.
Yeah, that was a
minute
little
or two ago.
I was in my early 20s, I believe.
Yep. That was...
Which means you would have been too.
Yep. Yeah, that was 2008, I think we did that.
Oh my God, dude, yeah. No, maybe earlier than that.
No, because I graduated in 2007.
Oh, okay, so it would have had to been... Okay, because I went to school maybe like 6 or 7 months after we shot that then.
Yeah. It was like soon after that you went away to Hamilton.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I started my own show, and it's the format is I talk about a movie or two, do kind of it's not just like me sitting there going, and then the character walked across the screen, like, or just sitting there kind of like talking shit.
This stupid voice, dude. I was taking a drink. For anyone just listening, that was almost a spit take.
Yeah. Danny Thomas spit take.
Right in her mouth.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So that's never really been like those kind of podcasts or documentaries. That always just bores the shit out of me.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to talk about a movie, it's 9 times out of 10 it's a movie that I really love. I'm passionate about it. Whether it's like something that people think is fucking doofus, like Nightmare on Elm Street 5, or whether it's quite serious cinema.
Yeah.
So it's why it's important to me. What does it mean to me? Why is the film interesting? Why is it worth talking about? And then because I'm a nerd and I don't care what people like, I'm also doing the show's broken into 3 parts. So there's the films, and then I've been doing a rewatch and talk about Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Yeah. Because
that is a mountain I'm going to die on. And
dude, there are some seriously cool arcs on that show.
Yeah, I'm evangelizing DS9. So
and Joel Olstein of DS9.
Yeah. If you give me $5, I'll tell you about the Trill. I just watched an episode before I came here, and it was a Trill episode. Okay. So, yeah. Do you want to learn how to play Dabo? So, I don't know the rules to that game.
I don't either.
And then I talk about a book. So, because I wanted to kind of do like an all-around thing.
Yeah.
Not just sit and just, because like when we did A Frame Apart, it was 2 movies.
Yep.
Like that was the jam. But I wanted to kind of give you a one-stop podcast shop for all of your podcasting needs, And I did that for 24 episodes, and then whomp, COVID. So that kind of, like, everybody fucked me. So yeah, the show went away for 4 years, and it's just come back.
Yeah.
So I think I'm 12 episodes deep.
That sounds right.
Yeah. So by the time you'll have heard this, I assume they'll have heard the episode that Dawson's going to be on, where we talk about 2 of Dawson's favorite films ever made. Like, I'm dying on the DS9 mountain. For some reason, this is Dawson's Passchendaele. Like, he is fighting through the mud and the horse heads, and it's Super Mario Brothers and Street Fighter.
Yeah, not to be confused with the Mario movie, which was actually cute and fun.
No.
This is the
one that's not cute and fun.
Yeah. The one from the earlier 90s, right?
93.
Thank you. With Bob Hoskins, John Leguizamo, and
Dennis
Dennis
Hopper.
Yeah.
And then Van Damme Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Which I've never seen Dawson so physically aroused. And I wasn't even here, but I could hear it pressing against his pants from 5 or 6 blocks over.
It was my Chuck Norris action jeans.
Yeah. Lots of give in the package. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. So that comes out once a week. The new episode, Dawson's episode, again, will be out by the time you hear this. Probably the next week is Terminator 2, because Judgment Day is August 29th.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's
95?
Terminator 2 was
90. Yeah, the Judgment Day. That was
1997. Yeah,
yes,
August 29th.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not wearing SPF 1 million,
yeah,
you're going to have a bad day.
Get it?
Yeah.
It's all we're going to do for the rest of your show is just quote Terminator 2.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Dude, that movie's so pimp.
So good.
Like,
she was so jacked.
Dude.
When she's doing the chin-ups on the side of the bed.
Like, Like, it was one of the first times I remember being, like, scary aroused.
Yeah.
You know?
You're like, I'm nervous, but there's a flutter.
Yeah, it's like when you get like those weird moments. Like my sister's friend talked about, she was never into androgynous men, and then she saw Labyrinth, and then she's like, I think this might work for me, but only in this context.
Yeah.
So
there, she felt the magic dance, did she?
Yeah, she did. Well, once you see that codpiece swinging back and forth, it's hard not to.
And dude, how old was who was it in Labyrinth? Who was the girl? I can't remember now.
Oh,
it's been forever.
I want to say Jennifer Garner, but that's not right. It's another Jennifer. It's
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
No. Keep naming Jennifers until we get it.
I was going to say Juliette Lewis, but I don't think that's right either.
That would have been a weird version of Labyrinth.
Right?
To have Juliette Lewis.
The Natural Born Killer?
Yeah. Her character from Natural Born Killers in Labyrinth. Fuck that baby.
Just start stabbing everybody.
Take me to the castle. Let's go. I want to murder some of your weird little podlings. Sorry, that's Dark Crystal. Little potato dudes from Dark. Yeah, they're called podlings.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Dude, I just remember being afraid of the Skeksis.
Oh, yeah, dude, because they're terrifying.
They were creepy, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, that's bring us back around, Scary Aroused. Yeah, that's the Steal My Name podcast. It's a scarily arousing time.
There you go.
Yeah, it's all I can promise.
Well, you have piqued my interest and under my dress.
Yeah. You should see it, folks. It's a beautiful floral print. You know, like I'm an autumn. Dawson is definitely a spring.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Is it because I'm tightly coiled?
Yeah, tightly coiled.
Like a dog turd on the lawn.
Yeah, he's got a very delicate system that if you disrupt it, everything goes to shit.
That is sadly true.
You know, I was thinking because your mom was here, because Dawson's mom's here for a visit right now, and obviously not when you hear this, but I thought I might go take a poop.
Oh, just for old time's sake.
For old time's sake.
Oh, God.
Yeah. How far afield do you want to get on this?
We could talk about it.
This is going to get on the radio.
I know.
Are we supposed to be talking about podcasting?
I don't care. We can talk about whatever we want. Bob has a great podcast. He's also an actor and a writer. And one time when he used to, not anymore, it's been a long time since you were a heavy drinker. A very long time.
Yeah.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
It was predominantly mixed drinks with rum.
Yeah, it was rum
at the time.
Yeah, it was rum and Coke diet that I was on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it gave him Nesquik poops.
Yeah.
And
If anyone that smokes cigarettes knows that if you get up in the morning and you smoke cigarettes, first thing you need to do is take a poop.
yeah.
Well, I was in the car at the time, so I came charging into Dawson's house and into the downstairs, into the toilet down there. And I sit down, and it's just a fucking war crime.
Hot liquid death.
Oh my God. It's like I heard the phone upstairs ring, and it was the Heg. Like, like they wanted to know what was going on from there. Like,
Yeah.
it was that bad. Like,
Yeah.
the bowl needed a cigarette. And then I hear Dawson's mom start yelling at him, Dawson, did you let him use the bathroom? Yeah. I told you not to do that. Well, it's broken. And, of course, I'm in there you just freeze.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing hot in there left is my butthole.
Dude, it's like a scene from Dumb and Dumber.
100%.
He has the super lax.
Now, I've found with really close friends, usually their parents end up liking the other one better.
Yeah.
Because you're more well behaved at your friend's house.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Yeah. So my parents liked Dawson's better and his parents liked me better. So I got out of the bathroom all sheepishly, and Liz came out with a cut off bleach bottle, and I thought she was going to hand it to me, and I was going to do it for Liz. But she handed it to Dawson. Mm-hmm. Because
She did.
He didn't tell me, so it was his fault.
Yeah.
And then I proceeded to laugh so hard I think I might be sterile.
Just cook the swimmers. Yeah. And then I had to go in and scoop out what I can only describe as what I think Stephen King was trying to portray about the It. It was a horror so terrifying it's indescribable. Not
Yes.
like what was shown in the films, which was just a spider. No, this is what Stephen
Yeah.
King was
It
trying
was
to put down on paper.
Lovecraftian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Cthulhu came out of your butt.
Yeah, Eldritch in origin. So Dawson's in there losing it.
Oh, my eyes were watering, my nose was running, and I was dry heaving.
Yeah, and
And then I finally actually threw up into
lost half your viewers.
his butthole jet fuel. And then I had to scoop out my own vomit and his diarrhea.
Has this not been funny? Like 16 years. It's still really funny. So on the other side of the door is me, Leanna, my girlfriend at the time, and Dawson's brother. And we are on the ground laughing.
Howling.
Like dangerous laughing.
Pants might have been wet. I'm
Oh
sure.
my God.
I'm sure that veins and eyes were blown out.
Dude, if I had any liquid left in my body at that point, I would have peed. But yeah.
But it wasn't in your body anymore.
No, it was in your hands.
Yeah. Well, bleach jug. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so there's nowhere to go but up.
Yeah.
Now.
If you stuck through that,
Or if it gets edited out afterwards.
No.
You wonder why we're giggling.
no. I don't really edit for content, as I'm sure if you've listened to any of the episodes by now, you will know that any time that I'm at a loss for words or if I scratch my stubble too loudly, it's all there.
Can you do it? I want to hear it.
No, it's a terrible sound.
Oh. Fancy.
Yeah. So, let's try to pivot.
Okay, let's pivot. Let's talk about podcasting. Should we talk about like
We can talk about podcasting, we can talk about tunes, we can talk about movies, we can talk about whatever we feel like, because I was given the green. I asked before we set this up if I could swear. I asked if I could bring on people other than musicians, and it was a green light at every intersection. And so I'm just gonna rev that engine until it explodes.
Okay, all right. So the Third Reich gets a lot of flack.
Dude! Holy smokes!
Okay, we found a break.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know if you want people to hear you saying that.
No.
Because
Just-
it's not getting cut.
Justifiably so, Dawson. Don't interrupt or it makes an awkward soundbite.
Oh, God.
Now, the Vichy French, they were the real heroes.
Yeah. Okay. Holy shit.
I'm listening to a book about World War II right now. So
Cool. What's it called?
History of World War II.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was hoping for more.
No. It's a really dope. Oh! Fucking did it to me last time, too.
Oh, the chair snapped a little.
Dude.
Oh, man.
There we go. Okay.
It's a good thing you're at the gym now.
Keep my fat ass still.
I have to say though, I'm very pleased and proud of you for starting on your fitness journey. And I had nothing to do with it this time.
No, I kept it a little hidden. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't want it. Well, there's... Oh, excuse me. Edit for content. So...
Oh my God! Don't puke in the microphone.
No, we had a barbecue at work today, and it might... Who knows? So... Well, no, I think we've all encountered, we've all either encountered people or we've had that time in our life where we get really excited about something, whether it's a big life, you're making a life change, whether it's going to be fitness or you're going to jack off less or whatever. And then you immediately start fucking telling everybody.
Yeah.
Instead of let's wait till 3 months to make sure a heavy fart doesn't get rid of this, right? Let's just chill. So... That's
so dark.
I wanted to kind of just keep it chill, keep it hidden, because
oh my God, my lungs were damaged from whatever I had, and they're still coming back. So
it might have been
continue.
Okay, so I wanted to kind of keep it down on the down low because we when I moved back from Toronto the first time, we had done the fitness stuff kind of together, but. I was still a mess. My mental health was, I think, more fucked than even I knew and anybody was really expecting.
Yeah, that was a real surprise.
Yeah. They're like, oh, no, he'll be fine. I don't think he's all right. No. So it's been kind of this 4-year kind of regathering. And, I'm going to be 40 this year.
Yeah.
And I keep refusing to wake up big and strong. I kept thinking, one of these days, I'm just going to wake up big and strong. And it kept refusing to happen.
Yeah.
And I've started to notice some stuff that I think is this isn't going to improve.
Yeah, well, not without intervention.
Yeah. Because normally it's, okay, something aches or whatever. You just kind of just deal with it for a bit and it goes away. But I was starting to have some almost 40-year-old things going on. And I'm like, I think this might be permanent if I don't. I think this might just be life now if I don't make a step.
Yeah.
So...
Dude, you really jiggled some stuff loose.
Yeah, or Genius Sack?
No, keep going. I'm just going to hack and cough indiscriminately whilst you
Well, you cough and
jabber.
I'll talk about Thompson's teeth, the only teeth strong enough to eat other teeth. So I kind of realized I had to make a...
Got it. I'll be right back. Keep talking. I'm listening.
Okay, the show's mine now. So that's really what it's about. Let's talk about Dawson's tight pants. No. So I figured I got to make a change. Got to get on this. And I got a friend of mine from work. She's got 3 little kids. So she's like, I think I need to do something too. So we got a gym buddy because Arnold said you always have to have a training partner. It helps big time. So
big time.
Yeah. So, we started on Monday.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's the second I walked in the gym, it was funny that I didn't tell you, but I did hear your voice. So, I walk in there, and you're anxious. There's, gym pros and fucking pride lifters and pretty people and sad people, and you're like, oh, this is too much. And all I heard was your voice saying, slow it the fuck down.
Yeah.
Because I've done this before where you get a gym membership and you go right in there oh, yeah, look at my penis version of arms, just man shit. And I just changed the light bulbs in my car that week, so I had a surplus of testosterone that I'm not used to. So I get in there, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna chill a little bit on the elliptical, and then once I almost threw up from that, I'm like, did all the machines with just the weight of the machines, just chilling through it. So it felt good.
Yeah.
It was
without the pin in is what he means.
Yeah, pretty much.
The weight of the machine might imply the full rack, which is not what
No. The weight of the elastic.
Yeah.
It's going around it.
Yeah. Well, because if you start out ego lifting, all you're going to do is wake up the next day and go, oh, I'm paralyzed.
Yeah.
And then you can't move for days, which is always very discouraging, and it hurts like hell. And also, if you do enough today that you can do more tomorrow, then you potentially will never miss a day. And by doing that, that's when you get stronger and healthier, and not your stamina increases, which would be your cardiovascular, I guess. And then all those metrics that you're trying to achieve actually start getting ticked off.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm very proud of you, and I'm glad that the angry gym teacher in your head is me.
Yeah.
That's I'm going to wear that like a little bit of a badge of honor.
A little bit. You know, it's like when McBain is training Homer. That's kind of like, blast past your max, master that ass.
Yeah.
So, well, like I have like a
Gaim?
Yeah.
Oh, a Gaim.
Washing machine. I got a terrible rash. Like, I have like a Arnold Schwarzenegger just released a book last year. Kind of like self-help, like rules for living. Kind of, like get your fucking life together and be of value.
Yeah.
You know? So like I've got that in.
Yeah.
Well, because like I thought about doing the music, but I'm like, nope, need to stay calm right now. I need to be calm. So, because I know myself, man, I'm mellower than I've ever been, despite talking about poop stories and penis arms and stuff.
Well, if anybody has held through to this point, now we're getting to the meat of the situation.
Maybe we should have kind of started with some of this stuff.
No. See, it's sort of like when you go see a comedian and they start off with the most brutal thing just to clear out the unwanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you didn't like that one? Well, you're going to hate this.
Well, it's because I'm in there and I'm watching these other dudes. And, like, there's dudes obviously in there. They're like, you could tell that they're in it. Like, headphones on, phones away. Like, they're in it to win it. And then I'm like, okay, there we go. Those are fit folks, right?
Sure.
And it's still, like, it's a Fit for Less. It's not a big gym.
Yeah.
But there's these fucking bros. Like, ego lifting, like, can't handle the weights they're trying to put up. I'm like, guys, have you not seen Instagram? Like, the internet is full of this.
Yeah.
And you're obviously, like, just loaded to the gills on fucking Tren and vanilla protein powder, and you haven't stumbled across one fucking gym fail Instagram feed or TikTok or whatever the kids are watching.
Oh, yeah. Somebody's shoulder or knee explodes.
Dude.
Some joint bends the wrong way.
It's phenomenal. It's one of my favorite things. Dude, when the pecs tear.
Oh,
yeah.
And you see it. The bicep curls up inside.
Like,
or a hammy or something.
I feel for them. Don't get me wrong. But it's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
it is with just that right amount of sphincter clench when you see it, you go, oh, no.
Yeah, it's
let's watch it again.
Yeah, it's like that was an injury.
Yeah.
You didn't just get hurt, you got injured.
Oh, yeah. That dude has a different schedule for about 9 months.
You got to take the calendar down.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't apply anymore.
Yeah, that's a lot of physio.
Yeah.
And probably
big surgeries, dude.
If it's a muscle that snaps off and coils up, that's a big... And you got to do it right away because your body will actually just absorb it.
What?
Yeah.
It will eat it?
Yeah. Yeah. The former UFC welterweight champion, Matt Serra, who is a hysterical dude, by the way. So, I think he's funny.
Name drop your other friends.
Yeah, well, I wish. That would be pretty rad. He had the bicep in his, I want to say it's his right arm, tear, and did the whole tape measure suck back up into his shoulder thing, and he didn't get the surgery right away because he had fights coming up.
What, did he just go to Denny's or something? Like, it's like, damn, I need a big boy right now. I fucking can't go to the hospital.
It was a grand slam.
Okay, it's supposed to come with sausage.
What's wrong with your face? But yeah, so it'll just absorb.
Does it come out somewhere else? Like, is that how we get vestigial tails? Like, does your body think it's pooping it, but it's not?
But it's not?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I think it just absorbs and then that's it.
Like, does your other arm get bigger? Like, I have questions.
Right.
Like, do you get to skip meals that day because you got all that protein?
It's a lot of protein.
Yeah, or do you just have like a fucked up looking arm now?
You just have like a crater in your arm. Not like a crater, you just have a crater.
Like, can you
no
get
simile required.
Can you get it back? Like,
it's gone.
It's just gone now.
It's gone. Yeah, that chunk of muscle is gone.
Like, you can't like eat enough like steak and eggs.
No. That's it.
Wow.
Well, I mean, maybe if you went and... Do you know what CRISPR is? That gene editing thing?
Yeah.
Maybe that.
Turkey, here I come.
If you do some really unethical shit, lengthen your telomeres and Who knows, right? Get the neural link put in.
Yeah, okay. So those guys will get it back.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Or
maybe.
they inject the fucking concrete or the animal fats or whatever, so you see the dudes with like the weird arms and the huge tits.
The
bazooka arm guy from Russia.
Yeah, it's some kind of oil synthol, I think it's called.
Something.
I'm pretty sure it's called synthol. Or at least is the like street name or some shit for it. But
hilarious. Now, like
sort of.
Part of it, like I
sad,
feel bad.
Man.
Like I'm a mental health worker, so part of me does feel bad. But I've been off the clock for 55 minutes.
so that shit's hilarious.
That dude in Russia is funny as fuck. Okay? And then he thought he could do a UFC fight, and it did not go well.
What was it, UFC or was it just
like
an
Russia? Like
Oh,
Russian.
okay, because I was gonna say there's no way.
No, like whatever the weird alphabet equivalent of MMA, Cyrillic, whatever it is over there. But then again, they have fights for anything. Like, did you see Eddie Hall fight those two dudes?
I did.
Hilarious,
Kinda,
dude.
That one dude now. Do you remember Coming to America when Eddie Murphy's just on the skateboard?
Dude,
that's that guy's reality.
Like when he punched that one guy, like the dude he body slammed was like body slam, then dude just ran into his fist. I'm like, he's eating out of straws.
Oh, for a while.
Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if Eddie Hall hugged me, I'd be eating out of straws. Let alone if he punched me on purpose.
Dude, how weird must it be to have your face feel like bubble wrap?
Oh, dude, no. No.
Jesus Christ.
Like I remember like when I first moved back from Toronto and I was training in quotes while you were working out, and I was trying to blip my legs up, and you kind of like kicked me a little bit on the butt, and I didn't like that. And it was a friendly, let's go get him, champ.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine. Like you know me, I don't like to be hit.
Yeah.
Like ugh. Like I'm a big guy, but it's all sugar. Like it's candied glass.
Sugar.
Really?
Well, yeah, and Arby's.
Okay, fuck you. Arby's is amazing.
I didn't say it wasn't. I just said that is most of what you're made of.
Yeah, Arby's and sugar. Did you know in the Midwest you can get venison at Arby's?
Did I know that? Maybe. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've eaten at an Arby's. Dude, it's been a long time since I've been to the States. I haven't been there since 2019.
Okay.
So, and I don't think we hit any Arby's up whilst there.
Did you at least go to a Waffle House?
No, we went to a Jimmy John's though.
Okay. Yeah, well, Waffle House is just... I didn't know you could be that sad while having that much fun. Like, I just didn't know that before I went to a Waffle House.
I also didn't know that sometimes people will not cut up a pickle to make or not cut up a cucumber to make a pickle. They'll just put the whole thing in there and go, that's a pickle, and give that to you with your sandwich. And you're like, because they go, do you want pickles? Do you want a pickle with that? And I was like, I'd like some. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like a pickle, a sensible amount of pickle.
And this dude's like, here's your forearm-sized pickle to go with your arm-length sub.
Oh, I see we're using the John Holmes measurement for pickles at Jimmy John's.
It's like, my God, this is going to be a crazy dump later.
Now, did you cut it up, or did you just like tie your hair back and go for broke on it?
Yeah, I just unhinged my jaw like a boa constrictor and just
It's not of England.
All the for the Queen.
Dude, I got money the other day. I got coins, and it had fucking Charles on it.
Okay,
dude, that bummed me out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, did his ears take up most of the image?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like it sucks. Like he sucks anyway. But like it bummed me out. You know, it's like
I'm better than Andrew.
Well, yes, dude.
I'm just saying, it could be worse,
dude. That poop that you cleaned up would have been a better monarch. But yeah, dude, it bummed me out. I was like, ew. I don't need this dime.
I like the ew.
Yeah. It's like, this is $2 that I'm willing to go without.
Yeah. Well, that's an expensive dime.
Well, no, it was like a toonie or something. Yeah,
okay.
some quarters. Like it was a hand. I don't know. That's poor people money. I don't know what that is. I'm a rich social service worker now.
Yeah. Well, thanks for slumming with the peasants.
Someone's got to keep you plebes in their place. So otherwise, if I keep leaving you Irishmen alone, you organize.
And you don't want the North and the South to agree.
No, Christ. One of them will rise again, and they'll demand dental. Fuck. Steal My Name Productions is pro-union.
Yeah.
So 646.
Wouldn't be able to open this can if it went for old Chopper here.
Fuck.
Yeah. Oh my God. Dude, you sound like Muttley from Wacky Races.
I'm stuck on a wheeze. Gotta reset.
Yeah.
Got a hard reset.
Yeah.
Okay, what were we talking about?
I don't know.
Queen's dick or something?
Yeah.
I don't know what we were talking about. Something fucking stupid. I went to the C&E.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Elvis Stoiko's still jacked, dude.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I mean, he's an elite athlete.
Yeah. But he's like in his 50s.
Yeah, but
Like,
I mean,
he came to my school when I was in like the 3rd grade.
nobody sells McCain Super Fries like Elvis Stoiko.
Fuck, I forgot he did that.
Right?
Well, it's like I went to the C&E and like I didn't know we were going to a fucking ice show. Like I didn't even know they had ice. I've never been to an ice show. It was poor. We weren't going to Disney on Ice or Sesame Street Weird, whatever. So my buddy Hayden, like I love him. 20 years now. We've been friends, and he can still surprise me because he turns to me and he goes, "Well, the ice show's at 4:00." Like, you fucking with me? Are you serious, Clark? Like, because we riff, like we're riffing everything,
Sure.
right? So I don't know if he's put me on, and his wife, Kira,
And it's August.
yeah, she kind of looks at me and goes, "No, it's serious." Like it's a big deal. Like he goes to the ice show to cheer on Elvis.
Cool.
Yeah, so like it was cool. Like they had like a Star Wars, like Darth Vader came out on skates and fought a Jedi who was also on skates. But it's, I guess, something to make it interesting for your listeners, like to look at an elite athlete. Like the other people in the show, baller.
Sure.
Like that's incredible skill sets right there. And they had the dudes that do the trampoline and kind of run up the wall. It looks like they're moving in reverse and shit.
Yeah.
And they were going in and out of doors, like fucking laughing. Like it was cool, right? Like that's for the older viewers in the audience.
Yeah, I was going to say, not a lot of people are going to know what laughing
Keep waiting
is.
for like Goldie Hawn to stick her head out and go, "Ow!" But
I was in Overboard.
Yeah.
Sorry.
My husband was Captain Ron. So, Snake Plissken. Do you think, wait, they both wear eye patches?
They do. Parallel universes.
Or does it happen before? Because Escape
could
from
be.
New York is in the future.
Yeah. How far in the future?
I don't know. I think we probably already passed it.
Yeah.
But
Go back to then. When? Now.
yeah. Not now.
Yeah.
But but then Elvis Stoiko comes out.
Right.
And like he's not going to be doing the whole show. Like, but dude, like to watch somebody that's just really good at what they do.
He's
and then
more than
watch
really
a
good.
Fucking master at work.
Oh,
like
I
this
see.
is a
Yes.
fucking Olympian.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Like back when we all cared.
Yeah.
Like that was the thing. You know, like it wasn't just who is an idiot at the Olympics.
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
like it is now. And dude, like when they do kind of come down and then they come up into that like whirlwind spin, like the
Yeah.
other folks had done it and then he did it.
Yeah, and you go, oh, that's what that's supposed to look like.
It's like, remember that night I called you from the Black Horse and was like, dude, there's this band playing and yeah, I've been really spoiled listening to you play.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
That's kind.
It was like kind of that equivalent where it's like, oh, that's what that looks like.
Yeah.
You know, it's like these other people, good job.
Yeah.
Good hustle
Yeah.
out there. Good go team.
Yeah.
But whoa.
But then let's go champ.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
it was like, watching Dolph Lundgren's The Punisher and then watching John Barenthal's The Punisher.
Right.
Like the new one. It's
There's
like,
a difference.
oh, this is a different sport.
Yeah.
Like, you guys your t-shirts are the same, but the sport might be different. Yeah.
So, the star of the T-ball team versus OK Canseco.
Yeah.
Which I know is a super dated reference, but I haven't watched baseball since the 90s.
Dude,
so
Dolph Lundgren's Punisher. Like
Right,
we're dabbling right now.
super quick, because we did that Spaceballs do it now sort of thing.
Yeah.
Did you know that Tuvok...
Dude, I was just about to fucking say that.
We ain't found shit. That's Tuvok.
Yeah,
Shouldn't
dude.
have done the voice, but it's one of the best. Dude, that's one of the funniest parts of the whole movie.
I was reading an interview like in the last 6 months with him.
Yeah.
And he said that's the number one thing people come up and yell at him.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
He's done so much since then.
Dude, like he's just in every sci-fi movie. Like motherfucker was like, he was in fucking Undiscovered Country.
Right.
To the point that they just wrote that into Voyager.
Yeah.
Like that's how pimp he was in A Scene. Dude, and he's a musician too.
Yeah.
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 Like, not like Steven Seagal's a musician. Like, he's like an actual musician.
But that's like saying Steven Seagal is a musician is like saying Steven Seagal's a martial artist. So
Or saying he's Asian.
or
Yeah.
or indigenous or any of the things he
Yeah.
claims to be that
Okay.
he's clearly not.
Out for justice,
Sure.
killer.
Yeah.
But that's more William Forsythe. His
Yeah.
villain in that is fucking baller.
I do like all the shoulder dislocations. Yeah, that's fun.
That and then Under Siege. Like, I'll
Yeah.
give those. But then again, it's when he's surrounded by people.
Yeah.
Then
yeah.
the rest is just sad.
Well, it also like it didn't last long. It was a short window of cool.
Yeah, that was like 2 years. But then again, Under Siege, that's Gary Busey and Tommy Lee Jones's movie.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones playing unhinged like that, and then he stabs him in the top of the head with a knife and puts him through the radar dish, dude. Gary Busey in drag,
Right?
like crazy.
That was before Busey went.
Yeah, I
Busey?
think it was like just before he went around the bend.
Now, I don't know for sure. You would obviously know more about this than me. Did he have a motorcycle
Yeah,
accident?
big time.
Okay.
Yeah, smashed him up real bad. And I think it's been kind of like cognitive decline because of that
Yeah.
over the years.
Oh, head injuries are no joke, man.
Yeah, dude. Well, like, I remember he got real weird in the 90s. But then he showed up in Soldier with Kurt Russell.
Oh, yeah.
Where he plays, he's like, my daddy was in maintenance. I'm like,
right.
it's abuse.
Yeah.
That's fucking Buddy Holly or Richie Valens or whoever the fuck he played, right? Like,
Yeah. Okay,
we all
yeah,
forget that that's an Oscar-nominated actor right there.
Yeah.
Like, that's the abuse.
Well, he just went so crazy.
And then it's, oh, yeah, you're the ginger dead man. Okay. So...
He was also great in the first Lethal Weapon.
Oh, dude. Like, that's the thing.
Mr.
It's
Joshua?
like before,
That's a scary dude.
dude, Predator 2?
Hell yeah.
Basically playing the same guy?
Right?
Yeah. Like, you don't fuck with that movie.
So
I like
good.
Predator 2.
I mean, Murtaugh's in it.
Yeah. Like, Murtaugh, Vasquez, Hick,
Right.
or Hudson.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he's Hick, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
So what happens
good.
if people know each other too long is you just, like, say an offhand thing. It's like,
Right?
we get it.
Yeah.
Nobody else might.
These are all quotes from awesome action flicks, and if you don't know it, then I'm a little sad for you.
Dude, yeah, get Disney Plus. Like, you probably already have Disney Plus. Go watch Predator and Predator 2. Even Predators, the third one had some really baller, like some good moments.
Sure, yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, like I think if
I feel like in that movie they did have time to bleed.
Yeah.
And it was better when they didn't. That's how I feel about that.
if you're not watching the video of this, Dawson is like sadly like, moving his cup around. Like, I wish they hadn't have brought so many bandages. Seems like they had stuff to do, and they bled instead.
Yeah, it just made me a little sad. That's all.
Seems rude.
Wasting my time.
But I think, like, well, did you know it was supposed to be Arnie instead of Lawrence Fishburne?
Really?
Yeah, they wrote it for him. Because, like, obviously.
That would be.
Because, like, why the fuck was Lawrence Fishburne, like, that character there?
Yeah.
Like,
Arnie turned it down though.
Yeah.
See, I love Lawrence Fishburne though.
Yeah. Well, he's just dope in everything. Like,
Dude,
he shows up and you're like,
ever
all
since Boys in the Hood.
We can go back farther than that.
Okay.
Dude, Cowboy Curtis.
I don't know if I know
Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Oh my God.
It's Cowboy Curtis, bro.
Oh, wow.
King of Cartoons is Blackula as well, but that's for another time. Yeah.
Dude,
Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Lawrence Fishburne's the orderly on the ward that's trying to be look after the kids.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Dude,
Credited as
rewatch
Larry
that.
Fishburne back then.
Larry Fishburne?
Sorry, Fishburne. That was just okay. Lawrence Fishburne. No, Larry Fishburne. Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Crazy.
Cowboy Curtis, bro.
That's so wild.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
See, and then you just forgot a scale, like something important that you knew. All this effort you put in,
Right.
to knowing all these esoteric, weird, crazy Hungarian.
I still remember how to
minors.
I was just going to say I still remember how to play the Hungarian minor.
Yeah,
It's okay.
you're gonna get like halfway through it and go, "Fuck you, Cowboy Curtis."
I would never dream of it.
No, he was a hero. Yeah.
Sorry. That was terrible. Terrible Pee-wee laugh.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
yeah.
It wasn't your best work.
No. I haven't practiced Pee-wee since, I don't know, it's got to be like 15 years, at least maybe 20.
Did you ever think you'd find yourself saying sentences like that, let
No.
alone on your own show? Haven't practiced Pee-wee in about 15, 20. Someone's going to have to get me big top Pee-wee over here. Sometimes creative control isn't good.
Nah. Oh, well.
Yeah. Well, it's also when Phil Hartman doesn't co-write your movie. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, dude. He co-wrote Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Dude, he was such a gem.
Mm-hmm.
National treasure, that man.
Yep.
You might remember him from such films.
Such films as Jingle All the Way.
Yeah. Right?
Which brings us back to Arnie.
Right.
And Predator.
There you go.
See?
Oh,
Yeah.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well,
There's no reason to go on. We nailed it. Cut, print.
yeah, it's never going to go up from there.
Yeah.
No, I guess we should kind of cycle back to maybe something sensible. Dawson.
Sure. Yeah.
Let's talk about mental health.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah. Would you like to, or would you please get out of my house?
No, it's okay. I can talk about
Okay. Because
See, this is why I said head shots are no joke. Well, what I said was head injuries, but I've clearly taken some shots to the head. And
stop doing that.
stop doing what?
Getting hit in the noodle.
Well, dude, that's kind of part of the sport.
That's it. Bad.
Uh,
Bad, Dawson. Rub your nose in it. I don't know.
it sounds so dirty.
Turn the cameras off.
No. They have to. If I have to see it, they have to see
Before I
it.
go to the gym, right on the side.
Well, I'm glad it's not after the gym.
Where it really builds up.
Oh. Good God.
But no, anyway.
Yeah, mental health.
Yeah, I just gross myself out.
Yeah.
No, I think it's because bringing the show back has been really good. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not just fun to talk about this shit, and then it's not just you and a couple other people have to listen to me prattle about this. It's yes, Bob, we all like this stuff too, but can you bring it down 50 fucking notches? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just routine, and I think that's something that used to really. Well, I'll say it used to really bug me about you because you're so disciplined, you know, and it's
I know that bothers you.
yeah.
I kind of like that it bothers
just
you a
feel
little bit.
because I just couldn't do the math in my noggin,
Nah.
right? I couldn't do it for years, and then medication helps.
Well, yeah,
It
sure.
helps to load, but then just all of a sudden it's been 10 weeks, you know, almost 3 months of having the show back, and without paying attention, I'm doing the show, and you're on it, and Mike was on it, and
Oh,
I'm
cool.
Yeah,
What did you guys talk about?
Cannibal Holocaust.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you
Yeah.
for not asking me to do that.
Yeah, that episode did not get a lot of listens.
What?
Which, it doesn't surprise me.
I am
Yeah.
shocked and appalled.
Yeah, I think that one might be a grower. As different people come into the show or
Right.
what have you, oh, okay. But it's not. I even told Mom, she's like, what are you and Mike talking about? I'm like, don't listen to it. And we didn't even get into that much perversity of the film. But
Yeah.
I'm just in case.
Yeah.
Just don't.
That was a rough watch. And just another fun throwback story. Bob ruined my brother's Christmas with that movie.
Big
and
time.
not even the full movie, just one scene.
Yeah.
It was pretty horrific. So full disclosure, there was a point in time where myself included, everyone basically in my immediate family was a gaggle of stoners.
Oh yeah, dude. We were all just fucking bunch of degens from up north.
Oh, instant wake and bakes. Just so much. Like, you know how there, and maybe it takes a little while to discover this, but there's really, you really only get so high smoking weed, smoking the same weed, I should say. And you could keep smoking, but now all you're doing is wasting weed.
Yep.
We were weed wasters at this point. And we came in from this big burn, which, super quick actually, the house that this was all going down at, the address, the street address was 646. So if you're ever wondering why the show is called that, it's not about the weed, it's just where all the music happened. And,
there was like the silliness aside.
Yeah.
You know, like an easy 68% of what went on in that house was very artistic and musical and important.
Yeah, hyper creative space.
The other 32% was
nonsense.
pretty decadent.
Yeah. Oh, hedonistic, one might say.
Yeah, hedonistic's a better
Bring on the chocolate.
Write me an opera. I've never seen one.
Man, you nailed that laugh. So we come in from the
Boxing
garage.
Day or something? Or
It might have been.
It's between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Continue.
Okay, fuck.
Yeah.
So we come in from the garage.
You did it.
Yeah,
You explained it.
So it was a dark period for me. Like, it was 2005 Christmas, and like I was really into like real gore videos, you know,
Ogreish
like,
and Rotten.com.
and like that shit.
Just
And,
horrific.
like, because I felt nothing. So I'm just like, here, look, I need to. Oh, look, that person's open. Like, not just cut, they're open.
Yeah.
You know, like
Like a fish.
Yeah, like, you know when you like snap a garbage bag and you can look in it,
Oh,
right?
Jesus.
So, but I just also got into Cannibal Holocaust, and I'm like, fuck, right. So there's an amazing impalement scene where they find this woman that's been
That wasn't
impaled
the
on
one
a
you
pipe.
showed Glenn.
What did I show him?
You showed him the castration scene.
Oh, the castration scene, which is amazing too. It's an incredible effect, but the end of Cannibal Holocaust looks real. It looks like it's like one of the granddaddies of found footage. So if you don't know it's not real, it could fuck up your day. Well, that really appealed to me, which is sad. So I've got this scene queued up, and Glenn comes around the corner in the kitchen, and I just turn the laptop.
Hey, dude, look at this.
Yeah. And his face proceeds to drop like a cartoon character, like fucking Tex Avery style jaw drop.
And all the color drained out of his face.
Yeah. And he's like, it's not real. It's not real, right? It's not real. And I'm just like giving him the eye.
Yeah.
Like, and Dawson's
Well,
giggling.
you also kept saying, is it?
Yeah. Like, is it safe?
Marathon man?
Yeah.
Drilling holes in his teeth?
Yeah,
Oh, God.
and yeah, it fucked Glenn's day up pretty badly.
Dude, that fucked up his entire holiday.
Yeah.
He was not okay for a while after that.
Yeah, not my finest moment.
No.
Not my finest moment. I was an unhealthy young man at that point, but I was thin, so what did it matter? I was gross. I was so skinny.
Oh, dude, well, you lived on a diet of cigarettes, weed, and I believe fried bologna sandwiches.
Fried bologna sandwiches when we had money, or it was
so gross.
I lived on a diet of how much peanut butter can I get out of this dude's jar before he notices someone's been eating his peanut butter. I got really good at that.
Yeah.
So,
Dude. Yeah, not healthy physically or mentally at the time.
No, not a shining moment.
God, you were like Christian Bale in The Machinist almost
Dude,
at one point.
141 pounds.
Yeah, and how tall are you?
6'1".
Yeah.
Yeah, not the ideal weight.
That's too small.
No, I couldn't lean on shit. Like, it was, yeah. It was, that's when I was in,
He would bruise.
yeah, I was
Like
true.
a peach.
I'd have bruises on my back because I had next to no muscle there. It was just bone and skin. Yeah. So I stood on the scale when we were in Newfoundland, and it was like, oh, I want to go home. Like, it was a bad scene.
I should probably get some vegetables.
Yeah, I should
and
make some changes.
Protein.
Yeah. Someone give me some salted cod tongue, stat. Which I've eaten, and it's,
Yeah.
it's weird.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah, like I don't know if I'd want it again.
You're right.
Because there is a part of you that even though it's deep fried, you still know it's a little like a little fish tongue. And I didn't even know they had them.
You didn't know the fish had tongues?
What? Do you see a lot of fish sticking their tongues out at you outside of cartoons?
I don't know. Did you never fish as a kid?
Yeah, but I gave it up when I was like 11.
Oh, okay.
But even still, like you just take the hook out and pitch the sunfish back. They weren't like, nah, like mugging at you, like me mugging you with their tongue out.
You made me late, you son of a bitch. Wah.
Yeah, like it's true. That's what, Mitch said it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd recommend it maybe from a cultural perspective.
Sure.
But there's other parts of the cod that are better. Like the air bladders in their neck.
Sure.
Quite tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never been that hungry.
Right.
That I was like, okay, I'm going to start getting into the weird parts of the fish now. But having been to Newfoundland twice, I assume that it was probably pretty regularly that they were that hungry.
Sure.
It's a beautifully rough place.
It is cold there.
Yeah.
And you eat what you can get.
Yeah.
In cold places.
Yeah.
So.
But no, it's been great, man. Like having the show back and especially getting to do one with you.
Yeah, that was that. I wish I was feeling healthier because I wanted to do all the silly voices and go ham, but I was like, I can barely talk, so I'm just gonna do this voice the whole
Dude,
time.
I have to say, like, it's a bit of a panty dropper voice you have in that episode.
Well,
yeah, man.
That's a nice switch to this horrible fucking.
What it usually is, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh boy. He's huge in France.
Just Jerry Lewis.
Yeah, Dawson's super popular.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Nice Lady. I'm so glad you like the show.
But no, man, there was a few times when you were like waxing philosophical about Street Fighter where I was like, oh shit, it's Dawson. Damn, the chair went back again. See, that's how relaxed I was.
Yeah, there you go.
By your sultry voice.
Yeah. Those dulcet tones.
It was very dulcety.
Like gravel in a velvet bag.
Yeah.
That's so stupid. That's so stupid.
Gravel in a velvet bag.
I don't know.
Dude.
I was just looking for imagery. Dude.
So you basically just described Lauren Bacall's beautiful voice.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Or Billy D. Williams, maybe.
Oh.
That's a smooth talker.
That is.
He's the coolest cat in the galaxy.
He was.
Still is. How dare you?
I was giving it up for the other Lando.
Oh, the cat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. For a second.
That's why I did the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I think even you, Mr. Not Into Media, if fucking Lando Calrissian passed away, I'm sure even you would know.
I would know.
Yeah.
I would know. I'm not anti-media. I'm just busy.
With this bullshit.
Well, that and the 5 bands I play for and the 50-something students I have and the Muay Thai and
Your
the
daughter.
2-year-old that I'm trying to raise. I'm working up to the important shit.
Okay.
And the other stuff is kind of in no particular order.
Yeah, you're that jerk teacher that would call the kids at the end of the alphabet. Yeah.
Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You Westons thought you were safe. Dicks. I don't know anyone with the last name Weston, but
me neither.
I was trying to come up with a W name for no one that I knew.
Heidelberg.
Okay. It's good. Good.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What the hell's a Weidel?
I don't know. I'm sure it's a name.
Probably.
There's somebody listening right now. Hey!
He said my name.
Ma! Come over here! I'm on the internet radio!
Oh, man.
Do you know they have this?
Oh, that's so stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that is usually how our interactions go.
Pretty much.
So just to be super clear, this isn't put on at all.
No.
If
you're
the
wondering.
mics weren't here and the cameras weren't on, same exact conversation. The only difference is that we're trying to explain some amount of context.
Yeah, trying to keep the plot.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep the plot. Dawson's trying to keep the beat. We're desperately trying to hold the center.
Yeah. Mental health.
Yeah. As a professional, it's important.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep.
I think so too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. Go team. There we go. It's hard, like a nun.
My nun fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't ever let Dawson poke you if you get the chance. Don't do it.
Base fingers.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But yeah, this has been fun.
Yeah. We still haven't hit an hour yet. I know it's a lot of twists and turns.
Twists
on
and
this
turns.
road.
Okay. Because normally, like with my show, I just stop.
Yeah.
Like if I didn't know what to say, I'd be like, "Let's take a sec.
Oh yeah.
Like let's just have a breath.
No.
Check my notes.
None of that. No notes.
Just on
no
the hot
notes.
seat.
Just fucking do it better, Bob.
Stop fucking up my show.
No, this is great. This is actually probably the most. Not probably. That is a proviso that is unrequired. This is the most ridiculous show to date, and I can't wait to do another one because it's going to be just as outrageous because they always are every time.
Generally, we
get
have that
together.
lost episode of your show.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's because we thought, wouldn't it be fun to see what happens if we just get blotto?
Yeah, let's have a few beers and let's see what happens. Bullshit.
Nonsense.
Yeah.
And not like this kind of nonsense that
No.
could pass for entertainment.
Yeah, like it does passes. There's some cohesion.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it might be slightly incoherent, but there is a cohesion to it.
Yeah. But in the drunk episode, we didn't find shit.
Yo, dude, like the next day, like listened to like 5 minutes of it and was like, nope. That was fun.
That didn't even get put on the backup hard drive. It was just instantly deleted.
Yeah, let's just go. It's in the ether.
Yeah. It might not even be there. I'm trying to scrub. The only proof of that show is in our memories, and now the fact that we have spoken about it
Yeah.
on a show that is going to air.
Or Skynet has
Skynet,
it.
maybe. Yeah.
Well, okay, because we do our shows quite differently.
Very.
I have I don't script, but I have notes, and then I work off of my notes. So like whatever movie I limit myself to a page. Now, like when I did Brazil, I filled like 3 pages because Brazil is such a monster film.
Right. Okay. I was just going to say, you need to clarify.
Sorry, Terry Gilliam's Brazil,
There
the
you
film.
go.
And I was like, I think I need to type this out. Like this is so I typed that out.
Oh, no way.
But I've only done that twice in 36 episodes. So like I did it once as an experiment and I didn't like it. I did it for Nightbreed.
Yeah.
And then I recorded it and I'm like, that sounded really wooden. Like, I don't care for that.
Yeah.
Like, Nightbreed's dope. I don't want that to sound wooden.
Yeah.
So it gives me space to come up with stuff, but I know I'm going to hit all my points that I want to discuss. And I like that. Especially because it's one person. Like I have to have some semblance of structure, but still keep me in the mix, give me a chance to grab a thought or be funny or whatever. But you take a completely different approach, which is
100%.
funny to me because you're so fucking structured.
Yeah. That's why I do it like this.
Like this is your
so that I can not be.
Like this is like the high-powered business guy going to have his balls stepped on by the dom. He's like, I need to be out of control.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm a bad baby. Change
Yeah.
my dye.
yeah, change my diaper, bitch.
Right.
So this is your equivalent of that kind of giving up that control.
Kind of. Also, a big thing that I wanted to do is I didn't want to have an interview, quote unquote, show. I wanted to just talk to people and have conversations because for one big reason is I find that a lot of creatives are typically, not always, but typically they're pretty introverted. And if you just sit there and kind of grill them, they might clam up. You're going to get even though it still happens, you get, some people just give one-word answers to something where you're like, this is pretty open-ended. Do you want to play? Do you want to take the ball? No, I don't. Right. So,
Yeah.
for the most part, though, when I leave it conversational, I find that yields the best results so far. Not everything is going to be awesome. Sometimes I talk too much. Sometimes I listen too much and I don't interject or interact as much as I could. But,
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of feel like this is along the same lines as anything I've ever gotten good at. I just need to do it a lot. And then I will keep getting better. I don't think I'm terrible at this. I feel like there's a little bit of a knack to shooting the shit with people.
Well, like I wouldn't call you terrible. I would call it adequate.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty green. Let's be
Sorry,
real. I'm green.
That is literally a joke about the episode you recorded with me.
Oh.
Yeah, because you were talking about the Street Fighter animes from Japan.
Oh my
and you were
God.
like, they are perfectly adequate. And it fucking busted me up. So if you have to
I'd
go
forgotten.
listen. So that's the connective
There's a tie-in.
tissue
There
right
we
there.
go.
Yeah. Serious business.
Yeah, that's the rotator cuff between the two shows.
Cross-platform homogeneous. There's a term for that.
I don't know.
Math media words.
Vertical integration.
Cross-platform integration or something, or
Probably. I don't know.
know.
I'm a borderline troglodyte. Don't ask me.
surrounded by technology.
I know, but it's only so that I can make cool shit.
Yeah, I make the sounds that gives the wiggles. Yeah,
That was a weird noise.
yeah.
But
No, because to go in cold like you do, dude,
Freaks you out a little?
Yeah, I even asked you yesterday when I was over. I'm like, do you want me to make notes? Like, can I make some notes?
No.
Can I prep anything, please?
No.
Please?
No. Don't be a baby.
Yeah, like that. But then again, like I've also prepped and like finished my notes and been like, yes,
Sure.
amazing.
Yeah.
And then I've recorded an episode and went, it wasn't that great,
Right.
you know? And I'm like, I did everything I could. Like I prepped the fuck out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I don't know. Here's the thing. I think about it in terms of, say, like running a jazz tune or running a blues track or something that allows to be highly improvisational. There's a structure that you know. Like, let's make it really simple for the music nerds that are listening. For me, this is a 12-bar blues. I know
what that is.
hot diggity.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're making stupid faces at each other if you're just listening.
Like the world's slowest music student.
Yeah. So I know where the changes are going to happen roughly in my head. I know where they should happen. But if we need to vamp, we can vamp. We can just, that's when the leader turns back to the band and just goes, ride the one.
Yeah.
And everybody knows, like, okay, cool, we're just going to hang
I've seen that in film.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, you've probably seen me do it live, too.
Many times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you just kind of sit there and you vamp. And this is kind of like what we're doing right now, just vamping on this topic.
Okay. Because it's funny that it makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Like but it does. Because like I think because I have so much experience with recording my voice now.
Sure.
Like and because I edit my shows for ums and ahs and pauses and shit. So I listen back to all of them before they go live.
Yeah.
So like I'm very cognizant of my rhythms and where my story structure has to line up, and I have to make sure I'm making sense when I move points and stuff.
Yeah, your show's so different than this, though, because you are following somewhat to an extent, a chronological. Wow, that was a doozy to get out.
That was a $3 word, bro. You got any change?
Yeah, spent $7 on it.
Yeah. Stop on a dime, give you 9 cents change.
Yeah. So with the chronology of your show, trying to get through that, you kind of have to structure it very differently. Where we can just free ball and bounce around and come back to ideas, and it doesn't really matter. One thing that I have noticed, though, with the reboot of the show is now I'm shooting with 2 camera angles instead of singular, so I have to go back and cut. And listening to myself speak is sort of like for anybody that records themselves practicing their instrument to figure out what needs work and what's doing well, which if you're not doing, I highly recommend to any musician that's listening to this, record yourself practicing. It is an extraordinarily bitter pill to swallow, but it will help you make extraordinary gains in a considerably shorter time than you would expect. I'm having a similar visceral reaction listening to and watching myself talk on this show because I'm cutting everything myself also. Yeah. And I'm not at the point where it's helping me make the gains yet. I'm still at that point where you just go, ugh.
It is funny
like that?
When you cross that line.
Yeah.
Because over the years, I've actually gotten kind of comfortable with it. Mm-hmm. And it's because our voice, obviously, everyone always sounds different in our head.
Sure.
So it's been kind of interesting to know what my voice actually sounds like.
Right.
So it's allowed me to kind of change a bit, change up my humor, change how I talk to people, so that I know if I'm trying to be very serious, like with a client, or very empathetic, or like just, come on, just walk with me. I actually know what my voice sounds like. So you're almost like puppeteering your own voice.
Sure.
In its own way.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that's been kind of like where I don't groan. Because when Errol and I started to frame apart, those first 15 or 20 episodes, man, I was happy. Because for the most part, it was my job to be funny and know stuff.
Yeah.
It was her job to be critical and intellectual. And then we kind of met in the middle there.
Yeah.
But episodes where I wasn't hitting with the funny or whatever, every time I spoke, I'd be like, shut the fuck up. I hate your voice right now. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
But now it's okay, I got it. I know, I can pitch it around, and it's not dramatic.
Yeah.
It's not like fucking Randy from Lamb of God pitching his screams.
Right.
It's not a dramatic exercise I'm doing.
Yeah.
But it's those little subtle things where I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah. It's not even so much that I hate the tone, which I do. Don't get me wrong. I do hate the tone and the sound of my voice. Just everything. Yeah, I know. I know. It's more so the way that I will structure things, or I'll take, because as you've pointed out before, I'm a very structured person in 99% of my life.
Yeah.
I like to formulate my thoughts. I like to think through most of the time what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
Although there are definitely instances where the brain-to-mouth filter is quite thin and just wacky shit flies out, which is usually when I'm having a really good time, I'll say just insane shit.
Yeah, it's the most off-corky shit you can think of.
Yeah. Because I'm like, oh, this will bust them up.
Yeah.
But when I'm trying to think up a question and how to best formulate it in a way that I think is going to get more than a one-word answer out of somebody, then I'll go, and I'll just kind of look, and I just go, no, when I'm cutting it. You dork.
Yep.
Why are you doing it like that? And that is where I'm struggling to. I'm really trying to work past just hating it and trying to figure out how to make corrections, which I feel like maybe in another, if I'm realistic with myself, another 10 or so episodes, then I should be circling around to, instead of just absolute fear and
so
loathing.
It's like circling the drain of absolute misery.
Yeah. So instead of just hating it, I think I will come around to, okay, I see how to fix this. So
the horrors for me were repeat words. Because I broke myself pretty good on the ums.
Sure.
Doing a frame apart. Because I cut, when I'd sit back and listen to the show, it'd fucking drive me nuts. Because it's one of those things, and it's also it didn't help that when we were kids, all of our dads would be like, "Stop saying fuck, say what you mean, dummy."
Stop saying stop saying like, stop saying yeah.
So I kept the but so I broke myself of that. So it was I say so if I need to launch myself off, and then I'll start by saying something. But I've noticed, and I don't want to go back and listen to the older episodes, because I noticed it about halfway back, is my tendency to say something and then go, because I'm by myself. So I even in my own head, I'm trying to finish the thought, and we're still so keyed in to when we're talking to a person.
Yeah.
Right? So
instead of these robot penises.
So I started to notice that I was doing that really bad.
Yeah.
And it made me fucking nuts. So now I'm trying to get my points across in a fun and entertaining and calm and interesting way that I hope people will like and listen to.
Sure.
But I've also got kind of this list of words. So my dramatic pauses have really increased, which once I edit, not such a big deal. But when I don't edit, sometimes those episodes can get a little long.
Yeah, I understand that. I have a list. There's an there. That's gross. I do have a list of some adjectives that I've been using that I just go, stop saying wild, stop saying crazy, stop saying, it's just
crazy.
That's so crazy, man.
Crazy.
It's so crazy. That comes from, despite the fact that I have not been stoned in an extraordinarily long time, that comes from a very misspent youth of getting super blazed and just going, it's so crazy, man. It's so crazy. Nobody said anything.
No, it's
I'm
just
just
crazy.
sitting there being wasted going, it's so crazy.
It's crazy.
How do I know that the red you see is the same as the red that I see?
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Don't tell me that all the Fruit Loops taste the same, man. I can't handle that right now. Why?
I like how you started out as a stoner and slowly started morphing into Christopher
You heard
Walken.
that, did
Yeah,
you?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, immediately.
Why?
He had the Fruit Loops
Sam.
up his ass
Yeah. Sam,
next to the watch.
you present variety. It's deception in a bowl. Soggy. Like your lies.
Yeah.
But that was, what the fuck? When I was cutting our episode, the more annoyed you get, you a little more.
Yeah.
When you're
because
annoyed.
I'm trying to control myself because I want to say horrific shit.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to stifle that because despite how much I try to ignore the fact that there's a microphone in front of my face and that there's a gang of people that are likely to hear it, it's still in the back of my mind, and that little, sometimes very valuable voice in the back of your head goes, don't say it.
Yeah. Pretty much anything goes on Bob's show, but maybe don't say that.
Not that one.
Yeah.
Or whatever it happens to be, or just like, don't scream right now because your voice is all shredded and you need it to come back or whatever. Yeah. And so there are ums and there are ahs, and that irritates the shit out of me, and I'm going to work on it. So anybody listening, I'm sorry, I'm working on it. I'm trying to do better.
Sort it out.
I know.
Fucking lazy, right?
Just
Jesus
do better
Christ, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking slouch.
Yeah.
Like, it's, if you can't know, the abs painted on. All right? Fucking slouching it.
I used Amber's eyeliner.
Yeah. It took us hours. I was at a house today with a client, and I went into the basement.
Should you say this?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
It's and it was we were doing laundry.
Oh, okay.
And it's a old house with stone walls.
Cool.
Well, I don't know why, but for some reason, at some point in the house's history, someone had taken spray paint and painted bricks. Like, it wasn't bricks. It was just stone. But
Right.
they had painted like semi-symmetrical bricks on the wall. So that's kind of what Dawson's abs look like after we're done. Yeah. A musty
That was
old
a long-
basement.
Musty old basement. It was a really long way around.
Well, it was just a silly thing that I saw, and I felt desperately that I needed to share it.
Yeah.
But no, you get used to it,
Workshop
man.
that.
Yeah.
It'll get better.
Gotta work that idea.
Yeah.
Gotta work it around.
There's a good premise in there, but
Yeah.
the punchline is soft.
Yeah. Soft in the butt.
Yeah.
It's from Cheap Seats.
Yeah.
Cheap Seats joke.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, you get there.
Yeah.
You find those words, but then it's when you do them, man, because even I do them still. Like,
Sure.
I get a couple of, you get some shit on your face.
Have I?
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably
Fleck headphone.
these headphones get a lot of use.
Yeah, I'm like, do you have bugs on you, dude?
No,
Yeah.
I just. Oh, you want to
I
hear
was just
something
pretty
really
clean.
gross before we wrap it up?
Yes.
So
Stupid question is that to ask, you slouch?
So I came downstairs one day to do some editing of some kind. There's another to do some editing of some kind on on my record, and
So you took that pause there?
I did. Yeah, I'm thinking about it now. Yeah,
Juicy.
yeah, delish. So I put my
If you don't know Dawson, when he fades off like that, it's because he's annoyed.
yeah.
He'll acknowledge what you said, but he does it quieter.
Yeah, I do.
Right there.
So I put these headphones on, the ones I'm wearing right now, and I feel something kind of,
Ow!
yeah, dude, I pop them off right quick, kind of shake them out. Earwig pops out of the right ear. Yeah.
That's, dude, check off, bro.
Banged into
That's con.
Yeah, banged into the mic stand. So now every time I pick up a pair of headphones, doesn't matter where I am, I investigate, because that's not happening twice. It didn't go inside, it didn't burrow or lay any eggs or anything, but I felt something skittering across the interior of the phone. It didn't actually touch my ear, but it was way too close. The proximity is unacceptable. And so, I know, isn't that horrific?
Dude, I'm like actually gonna gag.
Yeah, good.
Oh.
Wretch.
Fucking-
Wretch on it. That's for making me clean your shit, you son of a bitch.
That's disgusting. Dude. You've been sitting on that one?
Yeah, I have.
Dude.
Just for today.
Oh.
Think about it. Think deeply about it. Visualize it.
Dude, I've seen Wrath of Khan, man. I can see it.
Yeah.
And why are earwigs always greasy?
I don't know, man. And
They're always oily.
And why do they have pinchers on their ass?
Oh.
Yeah. Could you imagine that inside your eardrum? Just chomping away, just...
Dude, fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Cool. So we're out of time. If you want to tell
Fuck
everybody...
you and all the ancestors that led up to you, dude.
Give everybody your social medias and all that kind of stuff. Oh, tell them about the stacks, too, where all your short stories and poems and stuff are.
Okay. Yep.
Don't take a minute. Just suck it up and do it.
If my friend Natasha happens to listen to this, she drank a fly at work yesterday.
Nice.
Got in her coffee.
That's awesome.
And she took a mouthful of it and went,
Yeah.
Ew, something's in there. And she spit it in the garbage, and there was a fucking beefy fly in there, dude. Nice. I thought I was going to pee. I was laughing so hard. So if she happens to listen to this as a supportive friend, everyone knows now that you drank a fly. And you can't take that back. So
awesome.
Where to find me? There's a few different places. You can find the podcast on Spotify, SoundCloud, or iTunes. Just search Steal My Name Podcast. You can find my written work, my short stories on WordPress at the Steal My Name Library. If you happen to be in the London area in October, you can come out and see me do an introduction and talk before an incredibly rare Canadian screening of the first Hellraiser.
Cool.
Yeah, that film is not played in Canada in, I think, over 10 years.
No way.
Yeah.
That's rad.
I'll be going down to do that at my buddy Mike's theater. So that'll be super exciting.
Mike
Klassen.
There you go.
Yeah. So is a screenwriting partner of mine, collaborator. So that'll be dope. So if you're in the London area, that'll be at the Highland Cinema at October 5th, I think, the first Friday. October. We're kicking off their Horror at the Highlands series. Yeah, dude, I'm still, you know me and Hellraiser, man.
Yeah, of course.
Mike pitched it to me. I'm like, can I talk in front of it? He's like, yes. Deep breaths, Bob. I'm like, thank you. Hellraiser. So, yeah, you can find me there on Facebook and Instagram. I'm not on any of the other social medias. Just search Bob Barrow, Robert Barrow, Steal My Name. You find me there.
Awesome.
Pop in.
All right. Again, thanks so much to Pet Rock Radio for putting this out. I hope you continue to after this. I hope this hasn't burned it down for me.
Yeah, this might be it.
There are more guests coming.
Serious people.
Serious people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, with all that said, I really do want you to come back and do this again because it's always such a jam.
Yeah, dude.
So
yeah, and next time you do my show, we'll watch movies that you actually like.
That would be sweet.
Yeah.
I was so angry the whole time watching Street Fighter.
You see, because I thought that was the one you were going to be okay with because of the
so
kicking.
Too. I thought I was going to enjoy it more, but dude, just white hot rage for an hour and a half.
You sounded so mad,
dude.
when we were recording.
Not impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Never again.
Yeah, go check out that episode. I think it's episode 36 of Steal My Name podcast. You can hear Dawson be absolutely furious.
Yeah.
at these films. But thanks for having me, dude.
Yeah.
This was a pit, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
I think I'll be a little better prepared next time psychologically.
Oh, okay. Just for the free balling.
Yeah, I'm gonna just write notes on my hand.
Yeah.
Be like,
I mean,
say dick at the 5-minute mark.
It's always scary the first time you bareback it.
Yeah. Carl is black. Lenny is white. Got it.
It's the Simpsons reference.
Yes, I'm reading it off my hand. It's from The Simpsons.
Holy shit.
Okay, I'll stop
We gotta go.
Gotta
All right,
get out.
that's that. Nah, I'm gonna leave it, but that's the end. Goodbye now.